Hey, welcome to the Alter Ego live sale. It's 4 p.m., it's Tuesday, it's New Comic Book Day Eve, and of course, I'll be running through all of the new books that'll be available for sale tomorrow here at Alter Ego HQ, and you'll have the opportunity to snag some of them before they actually go on sale. So, I am going to post a link to a Google form that I'd like you to fill out if this is your first time shopping with us. We do ship all over the United States. Shipping rates are on that Google form. And if you're local, we just ask that you pick up your stuff at least every other week. Helps us pay the bills and keep the trains running on time. So we actually have quite a few cool new items this week to get through. And the procedure is kind of listed below. Just type the word sold and the name of the item that you're interested in, and I will verbally confirm it, and we'll pull that for you. So hopefully everyone's having a fantastic Tuesday, and we know that tomorrow, Wednesday, will be even better because it's New Comic Book Day. So again, give me a shout if you're watching. Let me know who you are, where you are. Give the video a thumbs up and or hearts at any time during the broadcast. If there's a book that I talk about that you're excited about, give it a thumbs up, give it a heart. If I say something witty, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart. Who knows? Anything could happen. So let's run through the new releases. And again, if there's something that you're interested in, just comment with the word sold and the name of the item, and I will verbally confirm availability. So we've got a couple older horror properties that are coming back this week. Hey, Owen. Hey, Ernie. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate that. First up is American Psycho. Got American Psycho #1. This is published by Sumerian, and Sumerian has found some traction, at least in our shop, with some of the, I think they're doing the Frank Frazetta titles, which are doing moderately well. So American Psycho #1 is $5. I have no idea where this falls compared to the movie American Psycho, whether it takes place before, during, after. I've never seen it, but for those of you that might be fans of American Psycho, check out issue #1 for $5. Hey, Nina and William, whoever is joining us on that account. The next classic horror property that is back this week, just in time for Halloween, Army of Darkness Forever issue #1. So this takes place immediately after the end of the director's cut of Army of Darkness. And that should be enough for those of you that are interested in Ash Williams and Army of Darkness. But the icing on top is that it's written by Tony Fleecs. That's right, the guy who gave us Stray Dogs a couple of years ago. So if you're a fan of Tony's writing, or if you're a fan of Ash and the Army of Darkness, you can pick this one up for $4. And just a reminder, if you are watching this after the fact, after the broadcast has ended, you can still comment sold with the name of the item, and I will confirm via social media later on tonight. Get to our first DC book of the week. It is a Black Label oversized issue #1, Batman the Madness, written and drawn by Christian Ward. Christian Ward's art style is incredibly unique, and this just is a beautiful looking book. I'm trying to find a non-spoilery page that I can show you. I don't even know where to start. That's kind of cool. It's kind of a little bit of Bill Sienkiewicz, but with more color. This is $7. I believe it's a 3-issue miniseries, Batman City of Madness, written and drawn by Christian Ward. Again, oversized Black Label format, and it's just a beautiful looking book. Look at this. I don't know what's going on here. We got Batman, kind of Cthulhu style, and I don't know if that's Killer Shark or whoever, but this looks amazing. Speaking of Batman, we have Batman and Robin issue #2 by Joshua Williamson. This is $5. We still have issue #1 if you want to get in on this series. This is part of the Dawn of DC initiative. Current continuity, present day, takes place after Night Terrors and all of the stuff that's been going on in the main Batman book, and this stars Bruce and Damian hanging out in an apartment together in Gotham. and doing some father-son, getting some quality father-son time while fighting crime. $5 for Batman Robin issue number 2. Again, we still have issue number 1. I'm super excited for this. We've got Cap Wolf and the Howling Commandos. This is a World War II era Captain America story where he becomes a werewolf. It's written by Stephanie Phillips, who is a fantastic writer. She's done Nuclear Family. She's written Harley Quinn. She has her creator-owned series Grimm over at Boom Studios, and they're all top-notch. Big fan of Stephanie Phillips' work. So that's one of the reasons I'm looking forward to this. This is a mini-series. Issue number 1 is $5. Cap Wolf and the Howling Commandos. Again, World War II era Captain America and the Howling Commandos, but Captain America becomes a werewolf. Timed to coincide with the release of the Marvels, we have a new Captain Marvel one-shot. This is Captain Marvel Assault on Eden. Again, one-shot, features a new Monica Rambeau, aka Photon, story. $5 for Captain Marvel Assault on Eden. Every week seems to bring us a new facsimile edition, and I'm okay with that because they're reprinting some classic comics that are a little pricier than the average $4 or $5 you're going to spend on a facsimile edition. This week, we get, I believe it's the first meeting between Daredevil and the Punisher. This is reprinting Daredevil number 183 from 1982 for $4, including the original advertisements. However, it is printed on glossy stock and not the newsprint that comics were printed on back then. This is written by Roger McKenzie and Frank Miller, drawn by Frank Miller and Klaus Janson. Daredevil number 183 facsimile edition, $4. More creepiness for the Halloween season, The Devil That Wears My Face. This is published by Mad Cave. We had several of you pre-ordered this, so we brought in a handful for the shelf. $5. No idea how it is. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but if you're interested in creepy things around this time of year, check out The Devil That Wears My Face for $5. Ooh, look at that. We have a new Garbage Pail Kids mini-series from Dynamite Entertainment. This comes polybagged and includes a trading card. This is $5. It is Garbage Pail Kids Trashing Through Time. Polybagged with trading card for $5. Beginning of a new mini-series from Dynamite Entertainment. And yes, Ernie, I think we have this pulled for you already. If not, I'll make sure that you get subscribed to it. Yep, I knew you'd be excited. Midlife is a comic that apparently is aimed at someone like me. I just turned 50 a couple of weeks ago, and this is written by Brian Buccellato, who is writing the upcoming Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong series. This is Midlife or How to Hero at 50, and the comic opens right after this guy and his friends see Batman and Robin at the movie theater. And then we flash forward to present day. And he works for the fire department. He's a fire inspector. He's not really thrilled with the way his life is going. And may or may not, everything may or may not be as it appears when it comes to our main character here. So if you're looking for kind of a slice of life story with superhero elements thrown in and dialogue that is reflective of someone who's around the age of 50, then you want to check out Midlife. This is $4 for issue number 1. This is super cool. Just in time again for Halloween. I like the Marvel Tales one-shots that Marvel's been doing have been reprinting some really great collections. And in this case, we get a bunch of Moon Knight stories, including the first appearance of Moon Knight. No, sorry, we don't get that in here. Blah, 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 blah. We get to see some early Moon Knight encounters with Werewolf by Night, reprinting Moon Knight 29 and 30. And then we get a story from Solo Avengers number 3 and Mark Spector Moon Knight number 52 and 53. Gambit appears in those issues, and another werewolf. So this is $8 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Moon Knight stories. If you're a fan of Moon Knight and or Werewolf by Night, then you want to check this out. It's square bound, kind of a little more of a deluxe presentation than you usually get. Great artwork by Bill Sienkiewicz. I talked about Bill Sienkiewicz earlier when I was talking about the Christian Ward Batman series. That's just fantastic artwork. Again, perfect for Moon Knight fans or Werewolf by Night fans. $8 gets you Marvel Tales, Moon Knight versus Werewolf by Night. Speaking of Knights, I didn't do that on purpose. We have a new series from Image called Knights. This is written by Wyatt Kennedy. I believe the artwork is by Luigi someone or other. This is actually pretty interesting. It's a supernatural thriller that I haven't read all of yet. I liked what I've read. I got an advanced peek at it. And again, if you like vampires, if you like real world slice of life stuff, I think you'll like this. It was very cool. Knights, issue number 1 is $5. See whether this is a one-shot or a mini-series. This is a one-shot. All right, Rick and Morty fans. We have Rick and Morty Freaky Friday, one-shot from Oni Press. And again, we had Michael Torma here from Oni Press last Saturday as part of our 20th anniversary celebration. Thanks to Torma for hanging out with us. He was giving away Oni freebies. And being a fantastic salesperson. He used to work at Third Eye Comics in the Baltimore area and hung out with us for 5 hours and helped get comics into people's hands, gave away stickers and pins and all kinds of stuff, and got to talk about some upcoming comics from Oni. So thank you, Torma, and thank you, Oni. Speaking of Oni, Rick and Morty, Freaky Friday, one shot is $6. Hey, Joe, I assume you're talking about our weekly review shows. When you say, damn, I miss the weekly shows, maybe you're talking about our weekly live sales. Let me know in the comments. Maybe we'll get back to weekly review shows. But for now, we're doing weekly live sales where you do get some commentary from me about the titles. If you're a Golden Age DC fan, you'll want to check out Wesley Dodd's The Sandman, issue number 1. I believe this is a mini-series written by Robert Venditti, artwork by Riley Rossmo. $4 for Wesley Dodd's The Sandman, issue number 1. And this is the first of 3 Golden Age DC hero comics to be published. We've also got a Jay Garrick, The Flash, and Alan Scott, The Green Lantern on the horizon. If you were a fan of the Superior Spider-Man, I know that was a very controversial storyline. People either loved it or hated it. I fell into the loved it camp. Really enjoyed seeing Otto Octavius in the body of Peter Parker and being the Superior Spider-Man. Well, to celebrate his anniversary, I think it's been 10 years, we get Dan Slott and a slew of comic book artists with the Superior Spider-Man Returns one-shot. This is $7, and this does kick off a new ongoing Superior Spider-Man series, which starts in about a month. So if you were a fan, or if you weren't, or if you're just a spider person, Superior Spider-Man Returns is here for $7. Again, it's a one-shot written by Dan Slott, who created the Superior Spider-Man with a bunch of great artists, including Mark Bagley, Giuseppe Camicoli, Umberto Ramos, Ryan Stegman, all kinds of people. And then it's going to spill out into a new ongoing Superior Spider-Man series. And our final single issue of the week is the latest Disney Marvel crossover cover. This is on Amazing Spider-Man 35, but it is an homage to Amazing Spider-Man 300 with Mickey Mouse as Spider-Man. I guess more accurately, Amazing Spider-Man 301 rather than 300. But if you've been collecting these, and these are very cool pieces of art, then here's the latest one, $5 for this Disney Marvel What If cover. Again, it's on Amazing Spider-Man 35, and the cover has absolutely nothing to do with the contents. Okay, let's go to graphic novels. And one other unique item, a Taylor Swift Little Golden Book. The Taylor Swift movie hits the box office this weekend. Of course, Taylor Swift seems to be in the news cycle every day, or at least once a week. If you have a Swiftie in your household, or if you are a Swiftie, pick up this Taylor Swift Little Golden Book for $6. And Taylor loves you. We have the Ghost Rider Modern Epic Collection. Actually, it's just a Ghost Rider Epic Collection. This is collecting the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider series number 1 through 12, Mark Spector Moon Knight 25, Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme 28, and material from Marvel Comics Presents 64 to 71 for $45. It is a huge collection of Danny Ketch Ghost Rider stories. We have another huge collection. This time it is the Godzilla Library Edition from IDW. This is volume 1. This is collecting other stuff. Gangsters and Goliaths, which was one of the Godzilla stories by John Layman and Alberto Ponticelli. Then we have Legends by a bunch of people. And finally, we have the Half Century War by James Stokoe. So 3 fantastic Godzilla series and 1 handy dandy collection for, oh my gosh, is this right? The low price of $20. And again, a giant collection of Godzilla stuff. And finally today, I have a copy of this in my own to read pile, but we have a copy of Serial, written by Mark Russell, one of my favorite writers, artwork by Peter Snegberg. And this is, I believe these were backups in something. Let me see here. What We Do in the Shadows meets Monster Squad. Not sure how, collecting the complete Serial saga from Ahoy's Edgar Allan Poe, and 3 all-new chapters concluding the series. These are like the post Serial characters like Count Chocula and Frankenberry and other folks. This is a satirical farce of everything that's near and dear to every kid who grew up watching Hammer monster movies and eating cereal for breakfast. $18 gets you Serial. Take my word for it. I know you will love it, even though I haven't read it yet. I read the first chapter back when the Edgar Allan Poe series was being published, and I loved it so much, and I'm glad that this trade paperback is available. Looks like Ernie wants a Rick and Morty. I can do that. And that is it for this week's new releases. If you are local, I'll give you a heads up. In fact, you may be getting it in your email as we speak. I am going to put out a new back issue collection on Saturday, made up of primarily late 70s through early 90s Marvel comics. And there are some key issues in there. There are some great hidden gems, and then we're going to have a bunch of those issues available for just $1. So if you're available and around this Saturday, we're open 10 until 3. You'll be able to be among the first to browse this new back issue collection. I want to say it's about, it's probably about 350 to 400 comics, give or take. Some really great stuff that I collected and bought off the rack when I was a kid. But again, there are some key issues in there, and they do fall into the realm of Spider-Man and or X-Men. Some really cool stuff. So hopefully you can make some time to join us this Saturday between 10 and 3 when we put that new collection out. And again, if you're watching this after the fact, feel free to comment sold with the name of any of the items that you're interested in, and I will get back to you via social media. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me every Tuesday for this Alter Ego live sale. If, again, you're local, come in and see us this week. If you're not, stop by and see us if you're passing through Ohio. And remember, you can always order from us using the Comic Hub app. You just download the app Comic Hub, COMICHUB. and choose Alter Ego Comics as your shop, and we can become your local comic shop if you don't have one. If you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments. And that will do it for this week. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next week, if not sooner.